Hello and welcome. It's another thundery, drippy day here, but I'm making a little watercolor sketchbook and I thought I might as well make a video while I'm at it. I've made books of various kinds for as long as I can remember, but for much of that time I really didn't know what I was doing. These are from when I was much younger. My daughter claimed this one for a recipe book. It was done with just what I had on hand, and I had no books to tell me how to do it, or of course, no internet. But yeah, check out that lovely paper. And I was trying to have some texture here, so apparently I glued string. Yeah. And this is probably a little further along in my learning. I just glued paper into cardboard or folders. I would use manila folders a lot. This is a little further along in my learning. I was trying to do some sort of clasp here. Still didn't know what I was doing, but it was fun and I enjoyed it. These are a little bit more recent. This one is one I made for my kid's dollhouse a long time ago. At the time, we had a lot of coyotes coming through the yard, and made a few copies of this one. This is an accordion fold, and I'm not sure what my plan was here, if I was going to finish painting the veggies, but I never did. This one's from 2011. And this one's not mine. It's done by my oldest daughter when she was younger. I don't know if you can see it, but it's one of my favorites. She's got little watercolors of just things she's found. And this one is more recent. It's a lichen, just all sorts of lichen in a tiny book. I really love tiny books. And this one too is made with a tutorial by Peg and All, which is so easy and so simple to do, and I'm gonna link it below. But that's pretty much all my recent books are just made with the method she shows. It's great. This is another one. This is from, I think, the kit they offer, the Anselm bookbinding kit. I had gotten it a long time ago, and I recently covered it. Well, I mean, somewhat recently covered it with some thrift store leather. And this is, I really like the deconstructed look of the coverless ones, but I wanted to try covering. This one's same tutorial, thrift store leather, but this one is done with watercolor paper. So are these. This is watercolor and watercolor. And this one's an herbarium where I put pressed plants that I find in the area. All kinds of things. These days I have several bookmaking books on my shelf, but these are two of my favorites, and definitely my kids' favorites. This one is made so neat. How to make books, and it's got all the basic folds and stitches, but it's done in such a fun way. It's got ideas. for all sorts of things. The other one is the book, and as you can tell by the cover, it's pretty fun. It's got some off-the-wall ideas that really seem to appeal to kids, and it's more of what to put in a book rather than just the basic construction. It has a lot of construction ideas too. Anyway, two good ones. I am making a mini watercolor sketchbook for my travel kit, so this is the paper I'll be using today. I want the finished sketchbook to be a 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 square, which also works well with this size paper, this 9 by 12 paper. It doesn't leave much waste at all. After cutting the 2 1/4 inch wide strips, I can then cut each one of these in half, and I'll end up with 10 2 1/4 by 4 1/2 inch strips. This fun little tool is called a scoring board, and it makes folding cardstock and watercolor paper and thicker papers so much easier. And it's got a nice little ruler up at the top and even comes with a plastic bone folder. I liked the first little sketchbook so much, I ended up making a second. Because they're watercolor paper, they'll take a little longer to relax and lay flat, but eventually they will. I hope you enjoyed this little bookmaking video. Remember, if you'd like the full tutorial, check out the links below. Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for watching.